we're just going to take a couple of minutes, and instead of a shootout, this is going to be a shakeout. I'm going to pick up these rods, grab them, flex them, one after another, and give you my impressions. And then at the end of the shootout, we'll see where they finish.
Okay.
Okay.
What's that?
First one I grabbed here is one of the contenders. There's a Scott Meridian, 9-foot number 8 Meridian. This rod feels great. It's very light in my hand, really light swing weight. It's got a great action, nice fast tip. The other rod I think is right up in the top end is the contenders, is the NRX, Loomis NRX. Now I put this in my hand, it's a lot heavier in swing weight than the Meridian. To me, the Meridian feels better. Now I don't know in terms of casting. I know the NRX is great. It's won our shootout the last 2 years, our 8-weight shootout. So we know it's good. Is it going to be as good as Meridian? I'm just going to, come right out and say no. I think the Meridian's going to win. Okay, another one of the big time contenders, a Hardy Wraith. Okay, did great in our 5-weight shootout. The Wraith is nice. It feels light. It's pretty light. It's not as light, nowhere near as light as the Meridian swing weight. It's stiff. But looking at the Wraith, it's got all these little small 1-foot guides. For me, that's a total deal breaker. That's going to finish way down the line for me in terms of a saltwater rod. Here's a Sage Salt. Pick it up, feel it. It's fairly light. It's not as light as a Meridian in my hand. I mean, not even close. But the thing that I feel about the Sage Salt is it's a much slower action than the Meridian, much slower. Here's the Scott Meridian. I want you to watch the way the tip bends in relation to the butt in the midsection. Fairly fast action, good fast action, strong butt midsection, and a fairly soft tip. Okay, here's an NRX. Pretty much the same kind of action, but the big difference is it's way heavier in my hand, a whole lot more swing weight, which means it's going to be a lot more difficult to cast all day long. Here's the Sage Salt. Now look at the action in this. See, it bends much farther down the rod. It's much more of a medium action rod. Now they're calling this a fast action rod, but compared to the other two, it's not nearly as fast, and it's not going to cast as well in close. I'm going to keep the Meridian in my hand because I think this is the best rod. Here's a Sage Zephyrus, okay? It feels pretty good. I mean, it's got its action's fairly similar to the Meridian, but the Meridian's got more guts. I can tell you right now, it's got more kick in the butt and the midsection. But the Zephyrus, this is going to be a top 5 right there. So here's 3 of the top 5: Meridian, NRX, Zephyrus, top 5. Guarantee you. Here's the Orvis Helios. Now when I pick this up, it's pretty nice and light, It's actually in my hand. It feels as light, it feels just about as light as the Meridian, And it has a pretty nice action. But, here's a big but for you Orvis fans. We know at long range, this does not have the guts that this rod does. So the Orvis is gonna do well, but not a top 5. It might be a 4, 5, it could be. Okay, here's a Loomis Cross Current, okay? Now this, Jamie, I know you like this rod. This is your favorite rod, right?
Cannon.
Your favorite rod, okay. It has a great action. It's just heavy. It's heavier than an NRX. That's the only my gripe, it's just heavy. But otherwise, it's a powerful rod, and it's gonna bomb them long range, so I'm gonna still kind of keep that in the middle. That could maybe go into the top 5, but I don't think so.
Well, do you want to drink regular beer or light beer? If you have the cross current, you can have your favorite beer, work off the calories, catch fish.
Yeah, that's true. Fenwick Atos. Atos is going to kill a rod in our 5-weight shootout. Fenwick Atos feels really pretty good. It's got a nice action, very similar to the other good rods in action, and it's pretty light. This Atos, for under 200 bucks, that's a killer rod for under 200 bucks. That's one of the best rods. That's going to finish in the top 10 for sure. For sure. Pro 4X, here's a Loomis Pro 4X, 9-foot for an 8. This has got a nice action, and it's going to do well. It's going to do well. The only thing is, again, it's heavy. It's heavy. It's actually Let's see how it compares to the cross current. It's heavier than, it's a little heavier in my hand than a cross current, so it's not going to do that great. It's going to be in the middle of the pack. Okay. Okay, you Winston fans, we got a B3 Plus, Boron 3 Plus. This has got a pretty good action, you know. It's stiff. This thing is a 9-weight rod. No way is this an 8-weight rod. This is a 9-weight rod, not an 8-weight. Here's a St. Croix Legend Elite, a saltwater Legend Elite. This is one of my favorite rods. It bends, it's got a nice action, got a nice soft tip, got good power in the butt and midsection. This rod right here, folks, top 5. Now here's maybe the all-time surprise in this whole shootout. Here's a Mystic Reaper, okay? A 9-foot for an 8 Mystic Reaper. In my hand, it's nice and light. It's got a really good action. And this rod is going to surprise a lot of people. This rod is going to cast better than a lot of $600, $700, $800 rods, and it sells for less than 200 bucks.
How about versus the Fenwick Atos?
Oh, hey, you know, here's an Atos right here. Compared to the Atos, I'm saying the Mystic is a better rod and feels better than the Atos. The Atos got a little more power, but if you're going to have me fish it, I'd say I'd take the Mystic, but it might be a little bit light. It's going to be a little, it's maybe closer to a 7-weight. So right there, those two rods right there, the Atos, Fenwick Atos, and the Mystic Reaper. There's your two best inexpensive 8-weights. If you got like 250 bucks in your pocket and you want an 8-weight, there are your rods right there. Okay, there's my short version. We'll see what happens at the end of the shootout. So Jamie, what do you think about the whole the mini shakeout here?
I mean, you're right. Right away you can tell which rods are going to feel lighter and have heavier swing weights, which rods are slower. And the ones that we like, our preference is the ones that have lighter tips, lighter swing weights, faster tips. And that's good for casting in close. It's good for casting under mangroves that a lot of times snook redfish are trying to get it underneath. All those are better with a faster, lighter tip. The slower, more medium, heavier tips are kind of clunkers. And we got a couple of those in the shootout.